As we always keep saying, Annadana is important, Vidyadana is important, but Dhyana Dana is the most superior thing. With that, everything you can get. You don't depend on anybody.
Excellence is never an accident. It is well planned, well executed, with energy and direction. Friends, excellence is not a goal. Excellence is a pursuit. It's an ongoing pursuit. Whatever we are doing today, we need to do slightly better tomorrow.
Meditation has been the ultimate medicine for all the problems. It's a permanent medicine. If you take medicine, it will only helpful for a short time. But meditation is going to be a lifelong medicine.
I met a great friend and a great guru and a great philosopher and guide. So from that time, my association with Patriji continued. So many spiritual science concepts that he used to give, that was my food for my soul.
Meditation is a very simple process. It takes a couple of minutes to learn and a few minutes of practice with no restrictions whatsoever. No matter what the situation of each and every one of us is, but meditation is there for developing ourselves, is there for developing an all-round holistic well-being of each and every individual.
The moment we started our journey with Patri sir, whatever we got an experience, and we completely, when he's saying no second thought, no deviation, no confusion, he's saying we should do it. That is the way it started. Really every day make my day more meaningful, more joyful, and more charging myself to what I'm doing for myself. I'm enjoying that journey.
You might be a very senior leader. After more than 30 years in a business, something goes wrong at work, somebody's not happy, or there is a problem with a client, and you have two choices. Either you react, which was what I was doing before meditating, or thanks to the meditation, you recognize this emotion coming up to you, and instead of reacting, you respond.
Good morning, wonderful afternoon, and a great evening, dear friends and masters. Very welcome to day 3 of our renewal journey. What a fantastic 2 days we've had together. And I'm sure everybody has learned the technique of Ana-Pana-Sati Meditation. And we're really grateful for all the questions and answers, because when people come forward with these questions, so much of light is shed to all the listeners. They are live, and the ones that are also going to see these programs much later. And what a wonderful video to hear all the masters. No second thought, just do the meditation when Patri sir said that. As we all know that Nikola Tesla said that if you want to know the secrets of the universe, start in thinking of in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And that's the first time I had heard this when I attended my first program. And since then, the life has changed. Today, we'll be talking about, the same frequency and what's happening in our brain waves while we are doing meditation, and how we can relate and understand this quote much in depth. With that, we begin our day today. Thank you so much. Over to you, sir.
Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Great afternoon, evening. We are into this breath mindfulness meditation practice. Breath mindfulness meditation is the most popular practice. Nearly 1 in 2 people in the world who practice meditation use this technique, which is simply to closing your eyes and observing the breath. Can there be anything more simpler than that? Closing the eyes and observing your natural breath. Natural, what is natural is easy. You see nature unfolding itself very easily in front of you. It's all happening right there. It is easy. What is natural is easy. If I have to hold my breath 10 times and like that, and then go into next state, not natural. I don't know. Natural is easy, natural is right. If I'm holding, I don't know if it's right. It can have side effects. We know this. When we're not letting our body be in the natural state, and not letting our mind to be in the natural state, then there could be impacts. We just need to have no expert guidance. Now, this meditation is very simple. Number one, to observe the breath with eyes closed. Second is natural. That means we're not tampering with any part of our body and mind. Our goal is to rest the mind, rest the body, just give it some time so that we're able to take a little better decision, better clarity, look at ourselves a little better. And then our goal then of the meditation, eventual goal, is also to connect to what we are this infinite field of quantum energy called consciousness, or that intelligent force that is operating in each of us in making us live life. In technical terms, the quantum field of energy is full of possibilities. We connect to that field. That's our goal. As a simple process that we are doing is helping us to, number one, rest the mind automatically, and so the body is rested. And then it is also helping us to connect to this experience, that energy field. We'll go into a quantum physics session sometime in third week to know a little bit more about it. Scientifically, what does it mean by this energy field? What do quantum physics say about the existence and then matter and energy? We understand that connection. But what quantum physics said, and then the quantum physics is saying, is that we are 99.99999999% energy. We are matter, tiny, 0.000000001%. We are matter, tiny, all energy, all emptiness and energy. According to quantum physics, everything in the entire universe is all energy. The electrons and neutrons by default are all energy, and they become matter through observation. Otherwise, the default state is energy. The body electrons and neutrons, which constitute fundamentally the elements and atoms, are actually by default energy, and they're oscillating as energy and matter back and forth, back and in every second, multiple times they're oscillating to give us an effect that we are body. They're very surprising. I was super shocked when I read this statement back in 2011 or 12 from one of the quantum physical, Dr. Amit Goswami. Then I started studying, what's all this? That we are by default energy, then we become matter. Made some connection to spiritual sciences. Maya, this world is Maya, illusion. What's all that? I could connect. Okay, there is energy and matter. Energy becomes matter, how, what? Through observation. Default state of electrons that are fundamental as neutrons and protons constitute the fundamental material self, that's what is basically in every element, nitrogen, oxygen, hydrogen, whatever, everything, is by default is energy, and then becomes matter through observation. Two aspects. Energy being, second aspect, tiny. The matter is very, very tiny, 0.001%. All otherwise, there's all emptiness out there. So the point, the difference is that we recognize we are so tiny in the entire gamut of field of energy. We are so tiny, 0.0000% or lesser than that is so tiny. Yet we have this feeling that we are all of it. Now meditation helps us to, for the first time, experience that 99.99% that's out there. The field of energy, the field of existence out there. When we start doing it, we start recognizing how tiny we are, how little we know. Otherwise, we by default think that I know everything, I become an expert. Separate ourselves within a lot of egoistic attitude and behavior, many things that happen naturally because you are the big boss within four walls. But meditation, when you practice, when you start connecting and then recognizing that the infinite space, infinite field of dimensions out there, then I become humbled. There's a beginning of learning. It makes us to learn, makes us to pay attention to see what is there. When we are hearing, a lot of people say, and you will hear, people change their life around 360 degrees because there is something called awareness that is developed. When we practice meditation, there is awareness. That awareness to what to do, how to think. If observation brings reality into our life, if our thoughts bring reality into our life, our feelings bring reality, then that awareness to change our thought and feeling is essential. Meditation is fundamentally building that awareness. And so in this program, there is meditation, and then as you meditate, awareness is increased. Now, when awareness is increased, if I'm thinking, let's say, wanting to take revenge against somebody, wanting to see somebody, how to make that person really suffer for what they've done to me, if this is our thinking, and then if your thoughts bring reality, that means it only bring you more problems. Now, then you need new knowledge and say, is there a different way to solve the problem? That's new knowledge. What are the other ways I can respond to the situation? New knowledge. And then when you have awareness to first break free from the thought, and then new knowledge is this called knowledge and wisdom. And if you learn that, then your response will be different. The response could be, wait, let me not take anything to my hands. Let me step back, sit down, because the other person is somebody really very close to you. You don't want to break relationship. Instead, you want to sit down, be calmer. And then knowledge is there that no, if you emit a positive thought, there is a possibility the person change. Can you try that? Rather than feeling helpless, feeling overwhelmed, can I try that? That's new knowledge. So meditation and knowledge with awareness then suddenly start changing things for us. It'll happen. It'll happen for everybody in all situations because the concepts are same. So it brings fundamentally two things. One, it brings the change as awareness increases, as we learn newer knowledge that negative thoughts, negative reality, positive thoughts, positive reality, that we are an energy being, then so we are constantly emitting energy to others, and so then let's make sure our feelings, which are fundamentally the source of energy, are right feelings. And so then automatically meditation is helping to change our thought and feelings, so it brings a significant change. Let's go into the practice of meditation once again, dear friends. We are practicing breath meditation. We said that the goal is to rest the mind. Mind has got thousands of thoughts. 50,000 thoughts minimum, an average person who is stressful. So many, out of which 90% or 95% are useless. And so then they all are causing so much of negative reality, worries, fears, anxieties, many things. That is internal state. But externally they're causing negative realities which you don't even know. People coming and shouting at us, bad mood. We think it's they causing it. But then there is enough evidence and research now that it is our inner mood and feeling is what causes people to reflect. Mind materializes into people, circumstances, situations of our mood. And so the understanding, and so the goal here of the meditation is to reduce that unwanted thinking, or first rest the mind fully. That will lead towards reducing all unwanted thinking. But in this process of meditation, we want to rest the mind completely and relax the body completely. So for that, we are taking this simple posture. Those of you who has joined new, pretty easily you can go and then look at some of the recordings and then catch up with what happened in the last 2 days. This is what we spoke about. But it is sufficient to right now start with the slide that I'm putting up and then start the practice, right? The practice is saying that you sit in this posture, sit comfortably, fingers into fingers, hands rested in your lap, closing eyes. Those of you wearing spectacles, remove them. Cross your feet at ankle. Posture is crossing legs, fingers into fingers, hands in your lap, closing eyes. 3 things. In a relaxed posture, and then take back support if necessary, no problem. Spine need not be erect. Special cross-legged states, you don't need special asanas like Padmasana. Not necessary. Okay? Sit in Sukhasana is fine, the way you see in the picture here. If you're not able to sit like that, better to sit in the chair. Don't try to, we're not trying to show that meditation means I have to sit on the floor. Not at all necessary. For the meditation we are doing, for the duration we are doing, we don't need to sit on the floor or not have any special postures. You can just sit in the chair comfortably in any posture, but try to cross your feet and legs, feet and then hands into fingers. Do that much. And close eyes for sure. All right, you have to close your eyes. And with that, observe the breath, resting your attention anywhere on the nose. Attention on the nose. Attention on the nose and observe your natural breath. When you observe the breath, slowly, mind is becoming less of thought at some point. And then you are into an emptier states, calmer states. Be in that state. Witness and observe whatever is happening to you there. At any time, as you have thoughts and you notice thoughts are there, you bring your attention back to the breath. Right? You bring your attention back to the breath. I want us to understand, since you've done 2 days, and now if you had thoughts in 2 days, and some people said, I got lightness, heaviness, I was quite calm, but now you're comparing yourself with them and saying, I got thoughts 2 days, and now today let me practice. And if you get thoughts a little while later, then you say, oh, this is not working out for me, I'm going to drop. Now, this is what many people do in the 3rd day and the 4th day and the 5th day, because they say, thoughts are there for me, that means meditation is not happening. That's the biggest myth. I'm bringing this point up because then we make the right choice for ourselves. Thoughts will come. Thoughts will continue to come when you're observing the breath. The stream of thoughts may be there. Be with the breath. Continue to be there. Pay attention. Be a little sincere and have a little bit of patience. This is where the whole training is happening. Commit to yourself and say, even if stream of thoughts are there, I will continue to observe my breath. Continue to observe that breath there at the nose. Slowly, at some point, you'll get some respite. Suddenly, you notice some thoughts are coming down, or some kind of calmness is coming into you. Great, you're making some progress already. Then, in a few seconds later, let's say 3 seconds later, suddenly thoughts come. And thoughts come again, you are like full of thoughts. So, now what do? There, we don't feel overwhelmed. Instead, we do what the instruction says. The instruction says, bring your attention back to the breath. Can you do that? Can you do that without judgment and say, no, again thoughts, oh, it's not working for me. Instead, that judgment, can you remember to come back bring your attention back to the breath. Same thing, you bring your attention back to the breath, then you are getting better. You're training your brain, and then this time again, observe the breath. And a little while, slowly, mind is becoming more calmer. Maybe more calmer, maybe more active. If it's more active, continue to be on the breath. If this is more calmer, then great. Be there in the calm states. All right, friends. So if you are ready, and in the first week, if you're ready, if your thoughts continue to come if there are 10,000 times thoughts are coming and interrupting your empty states, calm states, you should be ready to bring your attention back to the breath 10,000 times. And if you're ready for it, dear friends, then you will conquer and you'll win over this process of meditation pretty easily. In a few days, it'll become easy. All right. So let's go into the practice once again. Relax yourself. Post meditation, I'll talk about some scientific aspects of how the brain is working, or what changes are caused into the brain through meditation process. Relax yourself. Sit comfortably. Relax your body. With your eyes closed, dear friends, specs removed, fingers into fingers, hands in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. we are going into powerful group meditation. Observe your natural in-breath and the out-breath. When you observe your breath, your mind is becoming less and less of thought. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience that calmness, emptiness, merge into the emptiness of yourself. This is your greater mind, that intelligence. At this time, expressing deep gratitude to all things and everyone. Whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then you may open your eyes. Okay, dear friends, hope you enjoy the session. Do write in the chat how you felt. We talked about experiences yesterday. Those who missed it are those who, even though you understood, go back and listen to that once again, because the experiences are there. We just need to know what to do with it. What we are saying is that they come and go. The journey is important to keep continuing. Experiences come and go. Sometimes they're there, they're not there. If they're not there, nothing to feel bad. If they're there, nothing to feel excited about. It's good. You know, if you are driving from here to your next city, along the way, you suddenly see something beautiful lake. Okay, great, wow. Okay, enjoy it. You go forward. You don't get stuck there, isn't it? Just because there's no lake showing up, you don't feel bad about it. Somebody else has seen a lake in the other route, and here you didn't see. Doesn't mean that you're not there to experience. You will find your day. Something may come. But the journey as you're going along, the calmness, emptiness, where when you're connecting to the whole, we will feel that peace. In the calmness, we'll find the clarity. Things will emerge. As the lake bed settles down, we'll start seeing things clearly out there. What is it that is important for me? Those little beautiful ideas that are there, we'll see them. Beginning of clarity and decision making is to rest the mind, and that is this process. And if you're able to decide, then you're able to take action. That's opposite of being paralytic in life, because a lot of times we can't decide, don't know which way to go. When we calm ourselves, we will know. We'll understand this concept of what meditation is doing to the brain in 2 sessions. Today, part 1, tomorrow, part 2. We have some facilitators who, why is this not good? Will have their introductions today. So meditation is very, very scientific. It's training the mind. So first we understand the mind today and how it functions before meditation. And then tomorrow we'll understand how it actually transforms. So when you're trying to understand the mind, the first aspect is a limitation. You know, that elephant is tied to a small peg. That elephant that you see at its size, if it really wants to free itself, it can just pull the leg hard and then it'll come out. You know it. They can push vehicles. What is that little peg that they can't do? They can, but they don't. You know why? It doesn't, because it tied itself in the mind that I can't do, because it happened from the childhood. When it was small, it was conditioned, then it was not. And so there is condition. After having done in it for 3, 4, 5 times, it would have tried there, tried to wriggle out, didn't happen. So it made a conclusion that I am here tied up and so I can't come out. And so it doesn't even make an attempt to do it. It's called limitation. We limit ourselves in our mind saying, I cannot do this, it's not possible. It's called a belief system. I had food yesterday on the street and that's why today my stomach is growling or my digestion is not good. It's because, oh, I have this food poison. Oh, this must be because of street food. You make a connection. It may not do anything with the street food, but you simply make a connection. Oh, I'm getting headache. Oh, must be I didn't drink enough water. That's why headache comes. It all may be because, you know, some very, very poor thinking, but nothing with the water. We make a connection and then we think that's why it is. And the limitations are, then because of that, then you have your own behavior. I can't do this, I can't do that. They're called beliefs and perceptions, which are essentially holding us back from doing things. The mind, the limiting mind, and then we are full of limitations in our life. Everything, I'm an unlucky person. My body just cannot, I have a very poor digestive system, it won't heal. Experts told me that this condition is lifelong. I was true. I was like that too. 5 years I struggled with an ear condition. Every time I took a flight, I can't, and when I come down, it's intense pain. They told me, you've got a bent nasal canal, so it's going to be like this. So you'll have to bear the pain. Take some painkillers. Or reduce your flight travel, what to do. But then, to my greatest surprise, things changed. When I started meditating, this condition dissolved, 99%, 9.9%. I recognize if I'm sometimes recurring, it's because I've been putting attention onto it, unnecessarily worrying. But meditation helped me to stay away from the limitation. I made a connection. Oh, everybody told me it's going to be like this. So before it even happens, before I took a flight, I would basically self-profess to myself, yeah, today this flight is going to be there. It's going to be very, very difficult. It's going to go up to 40,000 feet. When it comes down, it's going to be real bad. I started making up because the belief is there inside. And so then, if thoughts have something to do with the reality, then it shows up. Limitation. The research shows that 90% of life is caused through this limitation. It is sitting in a part of the brain. The second thing is this stressful mind, the mind that is so restless. 50,000 thoughts a day, an average person. So many are negative. If thoughts have something with the reality, a negative mind is got to create a negative reality. You walk into a room where somebody is going to do a review of the work or into a big meeting with a client. You're already thinking here, oh my God, so what's going to happen today? I think he's going to shout. I know they're going to find that issue. That worry that, oh, they're going to definitely expose. Oh, this time is going to be nasty again. Whatever that is showing up in front. And so it shows up in front. The negative thoughts are stressing us out. It's putting a lot of pressure in the brain. Next week we'll talk about stress. And it's all to do with this stuff, the restless mind, which is jumping here, there. One moment here, one moment there, another moment somewhere else, constantly. We know what it means. That's also part of the reason why we cannot focus or observe the breath, because the mind is going everywhere. Right? The restless mind, it needs to be trained to slowly become restful. And so then it is putting a lot of pressure on the body. A lot of reasons for ill health is because of this mind, restless mind. Right? The chronic health issues are the belief systems. The day-to-day lifestyle disorder issues are the restless mind issues, the stress. This mind is for stress, day to day. Chronic illnesses are due to the belief system, here the limiting mind, right? The third thing is disconnected mind. The mind is disconnected from possibilities and miracles. And an organization has an organizational mind, a group mind, which is fundamentally defined typically by the influential people in the organization. So it has certain policies, it thinks certain way. It knows, for example, what to do when competition is there. A right mind is saying competition can only help us to improve ourselves, not to go about doing all nasty, silly things, limiting things, like trying to sabotage competition, badmouth them. A mind of the organization behaves certain way. Enlightened organizations behave by taking inspiration from competition, not try to kill them. And then poor thinking organizations are trying to go with a strategy to go and sabotage their things by saying all bad mouthing. That's mind of an organization. Now here is a mind of the existence. If you think of that, project that into a mind of an existence, a mind of a society, a mind of a community, a mind of a family. And so the mind of the whole existence is called consciousness. We're not aware. How do we know? When we say, oh, I can't believe it happened to me. I never thought I'll ever do this thing. It was so good. I never thought I would travel, but I did it. I never thought I even win that award. Oh, I spoke in front of 10,000 people. I never even thought that it's possible for me. That's a miracle for you. Very few happen because we are disconnected from this one mind. When you're connected to this mind, more and more happen. They happen occasionally, but then we're not aware that first of all it's happening through it, and second, we don't know how to connect to it. So bringing this back into the perspective of brain, and our brain on the left side, you see the picture, and it has these three areas. The big part of the brain, the whole brain that is here all over, here in this gray color, all of this matter. This is basically the whole brain here for most of the brain. It's called neocortex. It's called rational brain. It's the brain that through which we think. Only human possess it. I mean, animals, few animals have a little bit of it, but humans have a big part of it. But guess what? We use this tiny percentage of it, and everything else is unused, number one, and then even the tiny percent is full of negativity. Our 90% of life events are driven through this tiny yellow color brain that is called lemon-sized brain, called limbic brain, emotional brain, or feeling brain, feeling center. This is what animals have, we have it. Instinct brain, gut brain, that's what we drive through instincts, feelings quickly. Humans possess a rational brain, thinking brain, but they've got a lot of illogic, unwanted rational, unwanted thinking, and then a lot of survival thinking. How do I exploit? How do I dominate? How do I manipulate? Or the thinking where it says, okay, I'm fit for nothing. Not knowing that they're actually causing realities. Yad bhavam tad bhavati in spiritual science. Ya mati sa gatir bhavad. It's all to do with the mind. Ya mati, the way my buddhi, or the way I'm thinking, is causing my gati, my future. So the second brain is the limbic brain, is causing, which is called subconscious mind, brain to mind mapping. There's a mind and a brain. Mind is thought in action, thought is energy. That thing goes into the tissues of the brain and then it all has some chemical reactions, and then some hormones get produced that goes into the body for us to feel it certainly. And then our life is full of feelings, right? And that's how your experience happen. You feel an aha moment. Wow, that's great. There is a certain level of feeling comes into the body. You feel good. They say that it's because the hormones go in and bodies behave a certain way. So a lot of that is this feeling brain, is the limbic brain, and we operate through it before we realize. But if you're given a gifted possession of this neocortex rational brain, but you use it for the wrong reasons, use it a tiny part of it, less than 10% of a life experience of through it, research. And this one mind, the whole mind, is this field, quantum energy field is there everywhere, all around, which is the field is called the one mind, the existence. We are tiny, 0.01% and lesser. Everything is energy. That energy is there. But the beauty is that we start recognizing and learning that we are that energy. Because we're so connected to it, we are that energy, we're not separate. In spirituality, we said you are the soul, you are this whole, your Godhood, consciousness, you are the whole. And we'll make a connection to it sometime in third week about it. But then the quantum field of energy is the whole mind. And what's happening? Meditation changes the reality by shifting the mind, by fixing the restless mind to be restful, limiting mind to be expansive as we learn some knowledge here. And then meditation and this knowledge and wisdom combined as we change the way we think and feel about it. And then meditation connects us, helps us to connect to the disconnected mind, to become one. Every day we experience this field of energy, the whole, the consciousness. And so when you have this meditation wisdom, we change our reality. And then we'll talk about the rest of this part tomorrow, dear friends, about what is actually happening into the brain when you go into look at a little bit of research, right? So let's introduce our facilitators today. We have several facilitators, and yes, can we do that, Sonalji?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, Swapnaji.
Hello, dear friends. My name is Swapna Chalsani. I live in Arizona and I'm work as a physician. I'm the facilitator for groups Renew 10 and Renew 20. And briefly, my journey, I started my meditation journey with Buddha CEO 40-day program in November 2024. And since then, dear friends, I have had profound healing and a lot of which led to significant physical and improvement in my physical and emotional health. And I started living my life with acceptance and gratitude, and that led to a lot of joy and peace in my life. And when I realized that my thoughts and my feelings and my beliefs create my outer reality, and when I decide to change from negative to positive and change from disastrous thinking to miraculous thinking, then I realized that I can change my life to miraculous life. And that's exactly what happened, dear friends. So, and lot more benefits happened to me, but I'm very grateful to Chandra sir and to the entire Buddha CEO team for empowering me, for making me the master of my life, the creator of my life, and be able to create this miraculous life. And so again, hearty welcome to all of you, dear friends. And for the newcomers to meditation, my little tip would be, like Chandra sir is saying, be consistent with meditation, and also wisdom is so much important. Along with the meditation, we need the information for transformation as well. So please make use of Chandra sir's wisdom and all the master's wisdom and all the recommended books. And when you have that wisdom, that actually goes into your subconscious mind when you meditate, and you can change those negative thoughts to positive thoughts. So again, welcome to this beautiful journey, dear friends, and we're all here to help you navigate through this journey. Thank you.
Awesome. Why? A medical doctor has to talk about a lot of things. It was wonderful. And then you will hear all of these facilitators deep transformations when we have an opportunity to interact in breakout rooms. But in any case, I encourage all facilitators to write down your detailed experience and please post in your groups rather than waiting till next Thursday to have that interaction. Right. Thank you, Sapnaji, for taking time in spite of your busy lives, everybody, in doing this for us. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you.
Apurva, madam.
Yes. Hi, everyone. I'm Apurva from St. Louis, USA.
I'm
I have
seeing
been
you across the screen after so many days.
Yes, sir.
Okay, wonderful. Welcome back. Yes.
So, friends, I have been practicing this meditation from 6 years. I started with the first 40 days and I have attended multiple 40 days program. Regular practice of meditation, reading books, and being consistent gave me a lot of benefits, healing my health challenges or being more confident and efficiency at my workplace, and also to understand my own self. And attending this advanced meditation retreats, doing longer hour meditations or 2 days workshop, gave me a lot deeper experiences and understand, the wisdom or what's going on. And now I'm in a state to realize my own self and to work towards my purpose. Volunteering and doing this service has truly gave a different dimension, made me more grounded, connected with more peoples, and gave me various options and to enhance my skills and do different kind of works. So thank you, sir, and thank you, ma'am, for this wonderful opportunity. And I'm the team facilitator for the groups Renew 2 and WOW Renew 16. So friends, I'm happy there to connect with you all. Please post your messages or you can call me if you have any questions or want to share your experiences. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Apurva. So much work happens through this master in St. Louis and worldwide otherwise. We have a beautiful magazine called Buddha CEO, and you can download it. And she is currently responsible for getting this magazine out. So thank you, Apurva. You can download from website. If you go to website, it's there. Yes, Venu. Yep.
Thank you, sir. Hi, friends. Happy morning, happy evening. My name is Venugopal. I'm living in Dallas, USA. So I started my meditation journey 5 years, around 5 years. So in one of the 40 days program, like you guys. So from there, I am continuing, I'm maintaining the consistency. Meditation helped me to maintain the consistency and and also same way way of talking has changed no, and also relationship improvement and the same way I got more patience and I'm more aware of what I'm talking, so I will be more mindful. I'm doing everyday experiment in my life, so that I'll once I do my experiment, then I will let other people know. So that's what I'm maintaining. And these 40 days, I took a challenge I have to be like one meal a day. That's what I already started. So I just got inspired by Chandra sir. That's why thank you, sir. So at least you made me to take one meal per day. I already started 1 week I completed. So that and also I am a facilitator for Renew 9. If you guys have any questions or any guidance, so I'm happy to help you on that. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. I'm forever grateful to Chandra sir, Vani madam, and Buddha CEO team. Thank you.
Thank you, Venu. Don't scare people saying that you got to go one meal a day. This is not. We enjoy food. Okay, you are at a sadhana, so you're going a challenge, taking a challenge to do one meal. But there are no restrictions for folks out there. We will enjoy all 3 meals or 10 meals if you want, whatever that you decide, everything driven through the mind. Okay, wonderful. But I'm happy that you are doing something different this time. Yes, Namthaji.
Namaste, dear friends and masters. I'm Namita Singh. I live in Gurgaon. I started my spiritual journey in July 2020 in this very 40-day morning program. I was just looking for calmness. I had no clue that there would be so many pleasant surprises in store for me. First of all, my insomnia and my migraine were taken care of which I had been suffering for last many years. And I no longer need to take any medication for these. And besides my varicose veins, I had been suffering from, I feel that there is a substantial improvement in that aspect also. When our thoughts get better, every aspect of our life gets better, be it physical health, mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, in every aspect of life. And there is no better way to meditate. I would just like to convey that latch on to meditation, be consistent in your practice, and do attend this 40-day program. It's a wonderful program, completely transforms your life in every positive aspect. I no longer small things to my heart and do not panic easily in adverse conditions. And regarding the experiences, I have been having many experiences, and I feel that yes, there is a connect to infinite intelligence. If you are seeking any guidance, any help, it is there for you to help you, but you have to be there to connect, and meditation is the way out to connect. Whatever solutions I was looking for, whenever I sought guidance, it was there for me. I could hear the inner voice within me also. And regarding manifestation aspect, yes, I manifested my long-awaited visa to UK. I could go to UK after 17 years, after 2 consecutive refusal, and now I can confidently say it is there for you. Whatever you want, you have to just meditate. You have to just have fun and frolic with your breath. Thank you, sir. And yes, I am facilitator for the groups Renew 1, 11, and 21. I love interaction in the group, and this is the best way to interact, not only to inspire each other, it is the best way to learn from each other. So I'm there for you and looking forward to connect with you more and more in the coming days. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Namita Madam. Please do pay attention to this wonderful master who has been there sincerely doing a lot of this work, great guidance that she is able to give. All of them have a lot of experience. I speak from their experience. So thank you all, dear friends. We have passed our time, and so we'll introduce remaining facilitators tomorrow. So have a wonderful day, and then we'll connect back again tomorrow at 6 a.m. in continuing this subject. If you've now understood, meditation and wisdom will help us to start transforming slowly but surely. So see you all tomorrow again. Gitanjali Madam will do it tomorrow. Yes.
So wonderful, sir. It was a great session. Thank you. Great to see all our masters as facilitators. Before we turn on to all the other questions, just as you said, beautifully about the disconnected mind. So we know that everything is acceptance, something greater is coming. However, in today's world, what's happening for the young adults who are graduating and are into our meditation program, I got some queries that how do we accept the current circumstance in terms of jobs when they are facing these challenges of being laid off, or with a situation where they know something's coming, and not that they're understanding about being grounded, understanding. So the question is really, is it the karmic time? Is it something great? We know it's coming ahead, but how do we go through the time that we are to face, in other words?
We are trained always to want to have successes, always to want to have everything positive side. We're only trained to look at one side of the story. While we conveniently forget that we really grow when we have challenges and have failures. Our potential comes out. We discover our true potential when there are challenges. But we want to ignore that, and we only want to latch on to the success side, the positive side of the story. 50% of life is rejected by doing this, because this is 50, that's 50. Meditation helps us to look at every challenge differently rather than getting succumbed to it and go into a tailspin in our thinking, which causes more of those. It helps us to prepare and say, oh, it's just another experience. Is one more thing. Okay, today I'm having deep headache. Okay, fine. It's going to go away. It's going to come and go. Everything comes and goes. Number one. Okay, so now through this headache, I increase my tolerance to pain. Meditation also gives an insight that when you're prepared for in life, everything is preparation towards something greater. You start connecting in your life events to say, that event made me so strong that will help me to now go and then work, in some far off country for 5 years. Unless I had my hostel experience, it probably been very difficult for me now. That was tiny, but here it's much beautiful. So we recognize through these challenges when they come that we can face them. Number one, they're there for our learning. Number two, and they are essentially means that we are preparing to do something more beautiful and bigger. Meditation does not remove challenges, but helps us to handle through the challenges. Now, if you understand the science of manifestation, then meditation can help you, and then if you understand the power of knowledge, then it can help you to dissolve some of the unwanted things that you needed to experience can be dissolved through more knowledge and learning and through meditation. It's called karmic dissolution, which is very referring to. Yes, our present is based on the past. And so if I'm experiencing something today, a job loss, it is definitely based on a past of some consequence of what I've done. One of the consequences of one of the reasons why job loss happens is there is a consequence is that while I'm working, I become complacent. I don't learn anything. I get money, I just simply use it. I'm supposed to do some work, supposed to contribute, supposed to learn, I stop doing it. And so then the net result is as a consequence of not following a dharma is that you lose your job. So make you think and say, what should I do? If your time is over in a given job and a place, but you still hold on to it because survival thinking, where your soul is not happy, it's not satisfied, you know it, but you're still pushing yourself into the same job. Even though you get signals to change, but you don't. Now somebody has to work for you. They're forcing you to go out of the job. So that at least, you wake up and say, oh, that's the time. Oh, anyway, I lost my job. So what should I work? Oh, this new technology, new area. Maybe I'm always feeling good about my singing or band. Or let me try for 6 months this new band thing. If it works, I'll do. So that's how you move into an area you truly are going to enjoy. So job loss, you'll start seeing differently. But there's a consequence of what you needed to do, you don't do. And so job loss can happen. It has nothing to do with the environment. When we start recognizing that everything is through a thought and feeling, it is the environment may be there. There's millions of jobs. Market may be slowing down, but millions of jobs are still there. You need one job, you can still get the job. It's not like job loss is there and my market is slow and so I don't get it. You think about yourself, you'll get a job if you do the right things. The right things are to realign back into what do I need? What is that going to keep me satisfied? For that, you have to step back and think. Meditation helps you to think, right? So this is how we look at every challenge. And meditation gives us strength to look into it. First of all, see it in equanimity so that we don't go into tailspin of it. And then equanimity means accept it as one more experience. Second, then makes you contemplate and say, if I didn't like it, why I got it? And so what change should I make so that I can be going back in and avoid that in future? So it'll help you to do that way and then overcome. Okay.
Awesome, sir. So this is more for people who are holding the job, and it was so beautiful. What I'm understanding is it happened because it was something that was not meant for you, or you're not, as a dharma, as you said. Second thing is acceptance and push you to see what's around us. Third, how with meditation you build the capacity to be creative, to see what's unlimited out there, and also to be grounded at the same time and take it as an experience, which comes with daily practice and understanding the wisdom. But what would you say for the young adults who are just finishing their bachelor's and looking for jobs, and now they find out, okay, now there's not much happening here, so what's next? So just a little bit on the same one. Thank you.
Learn more. See, there are few who had the consequence of not doing the right thing before, and so then they get into the situation. Now, there are many people lose jobs because they start, like everybody else, without knowing, my thoughts are bringing that reality. They start saying, oh my God, I'm going to lose job, and so they lose job. And many are saying, oh, it's going to tough market, so I won't get it, so you won't get it. Because you start creating a negative reality without knowing you're creating. That's the power of thought. That's the negative manifestation being created by ourselves for ourselves. All right. So now youngsters, first of all, we understand the science of manifestation is going to help you to find those little things that are there, number one. Number two, when you get into meditation, when you understand that any work is okay, because otherwise, oh, I've got this, and so it's got to be this way. And so then you will lower a bar towards work, and then you recognize that I have an opportunity, I'll take that opportunity in front of me. So first of all, to accept what is out there. And the third thing so then you will be able to use yourself into a job of some kind. For example, instead of fancy job, because last 2 years ago, everybody got fancy jobs. This year, you only maybe get internship. You must accept it first. Possibility, right? So your acceptance level increases significantly by recognizing that, okay, so opportunities are there. I can create any time. It's not like end of life now, this week I don't get it. And so you take on that. The third thing, even if nothing is there, until the time, meditation will give them the patience to be there, because then they understand that the field of possibilities are always working for everybody. If you are putting your attention on that possibility, that whatever you're wishing for is going to come. It's a matter of time. Is it now? Is it 3 months later? Is it a year later? Is it 2 years later? Now the question is, can I hold on till that time? Can I be patiently there? Can I be patiently there? And so if meditation helps you to develop that patience, and there is a concept of surrenderness, that because everything that you seek is coming to you at the right time. So when you go in, then things start unfolding for you at an appropriate time, right? So essentially I'm saying that one, you stop creating negative realities. That means you will probably find a job. Second, you will develop acceptance towards what is coming there by expressing gratitude. Things that are there to say, okay, many people don't have the ability to interview, but you have at least interview calls. Feel good about it. So that means you will lower your bar of that high expectations drop, and so you will look at opportunities around you, take that. Third, then you patiently wait for things to happen, and then come to a conclusion at the end of life, end of world. Everything will change. Everything will turn down, and it's going to come back. Now you'll figure out, how do I spend my current time till that happens. That's where you will go into great learning. You'll go into great service. You'll go into great practice, because it gives you the strength to stay alone to yourself, right? And so you do that, and then you are learning a lot, because knowledge is precursor to experience. So learn during this time. When I don't have a job, one of the right things to do is to go into learn all of these beautiful books. Patriji spoke thousands of hours. Those who understand Telugu and English, listen to him, beautiful wisdom. When you learn this good wisdom, then later it translates to a beautiful experience in life, because that's a science. All right, so that's what we do. We do a lot of practice of meditation, a lot of connection to people, do some service. We feel satisfied, happy. By then things will show up for you. Okay.
Excellent, sir. Thank you. For those of you who are watching, sir has put in such beautiful, positive practical aspects to the reality that we maybe or our friends or family is facing. So be sure I myself gonna go back and re-listen. So that was excellent, sir. Thank you so much.
It
And
might
if
sound
you
idealistic. It might sound idealistic, but it is true. But it happens with meditation. This is the challenge for someone to take that jump. When I said challenges are there for you to learn, it sounds idealistic, but it is possible. When you jump into meditation, you will know what I'm saying. You all know it. We all know this, right? It's unbelievable before, but then later you know that when somebody even breaks a leg, you look at it as a welcoming experience. You say, "What, are you out of mind or what?" But you will see it. Come into meditation, friends, and you will welcome that even a broken leg is a welcome experience. You say, "Wow, I got time for 3 weeks. No family is going to bother me. They're going to give me food." And so then what will I do? Not just waste my time, but instead I go into meditation, listen to nice music, nice lectures, and then just soothe myself. A lot of possibilities exist when you sit on the bed rather than cribbing about and saying, "Oh my God, everything is lost." Not at all. Not at all. The perspective changes completely, right? When you come into meditation, because it helps you to think and step back, and it helps you to connect to something larger. The larger is giving you that abhaya hasta and saying, "It's okay, guy, things will happen for you." That's really required for my internal feeling. It'll happen to you. And so then you drop the worry and then you go into doing what is the right thing. Right thing is to enjoy the moment. Right thing is to learn. And that's what you will do sitting on the bed for the 3 weeks or 6 weeks. That will heal the body much more faster than worry. Because the science says when you're coherent, when you're happy and joyful, you're coherent. When the body is coherent and it regroups itself to heal much faster. Right? So many things happen.
Awesome. Thank you so much, sir. This was great. Do we have time for a few questions? Thank you. So one of them, first one is how to be in peace even when we are not in meditation.
What's the answer? What's the answer?
Once you meditate, you are peace within yourself. You drop everything else and you'll experience it.
Yeah, that's a logical mind asking the question. When you meditate, you may think that, okay, during the time of meditation, I'm peaceful. Not at all. Meditation leads you to mindfulness and awareness carries into the rest of the day, right? And so then, what is not causing you peace? Because of the unwanted thinking about past and future. And mindfulness is to be in the present. Meditation brings that through awareness. Mindfulness leads to more meditation leads to more mindfulness. And so then you will be peaceful throughout the day. Experiment, practice. Answer is practice more meditation.
Wonderful. The question next one is the feeling of coolness and calmness is emptiness.
Feeling of coolness and calmness is emptiness. That's right. Emptiness is calmness, blissfulness, connectedness, whole feeling, joy. All of it is emptiness.
Next is I had tears mostly today as the unpleasant memories from childhood became fresh and made me uneasy. Try to bring back my attention to breath. Is it normal?
In meditation, if you are experiencing something, don't have to hold back your emotion. Let it happen. Let it happen. Release that emotion. It is okay. And then when you sufficiently felt you released it, then yes, you go to meditation. But the moment tears start, you don't have to just say, "Oh, no, I'm not supposed to. Why is this tears coming?" No such thing. Just let them roll. Let them express itself. Okay? And then when you feel, okay, so now I may connect back. Release it. It is what causes a lot of illness. It's what stops us from experiencing life more. The whole held memories, either from our childhood, in the recent past, childhood past, or previous life past. All of them are getting released here and so become lighter after releasing.
Thank you, sir. Next is kindly suggest if this is the right time to introduce the child to meditation now who's going to appear for his board exam next week.
Great time to introduce. Any time is a great time. And especially if they have, before exams, please introduce all parents, introduce this, somehow you get them to sit. The best way is that you sit and then you tell them, hey, come and sit for 10 minutes with you. The 10-year-old, 10 minutes. 15-year-old, 15 minutes. 20 minutes. Below 6, 7 years, not necessary. Okay. But thereabout, yes, because they're already, the pressures are there in their mind. Everybody's telling them, oh, maths, will you do? All this stupid talk is there without knowing, oh, it's difficult for you. How will you manage it? If a parent asks this question, a friend asks a question, the mind, goes into tailspin. And so to avoid all of this, this beautiful meditation helps them to ignore unnecessary noise and then be there, including from inside, and then just be quieter. That'll help a great deal to recollect and then write exams, pass better, and read better, concentrate better.
Thank you, sir. Ever since I started meditation, I'm forgetting small things. Has anyone experienced the same?
I lost you. Repeat.
Says, ever since I started meditation, I'm forgetting small things. Has anyone experienced the same?
I say you are making a connection, thinking this meditation is causing it. I say you're making a poor connection. If you're losing, must be for a good reason, where unnecessary things should be lost. That'll happen for sure. Things that are unnecessary, memories that are unnecessary, events that are unnecessary, even if we learn, they go away because they're not necessary. What is necessary will only grow. But if it's about a specific memory loss in general, then you perhaps are going to be a recovery. You may be only noticing the loss of it from a past condition or whatever that is. You see, when I start today, want to heal my backache, suppose there's stress, it'll take some time to heal. Now, if I start today, it doesn't mean that my improvement will start from tomorrow. The downgrade that has started will go down for some time, isn't it? The thing that is set in motion where the condition can get worse and worse in the next few days further because it's already set in motion. But then, because you're changing now, easing yourself, it'll start acting to arrest some of that down path of the body going down, and then it will slowly start improving. In neural revival, if there is real memory loss, because typically a lot of intense stress is causing us to not necessarily have reproduction of neural circuits and neurons, and that needs to be revived. It's a long process within the body perspective. Sometimes it can happen miraculously, but it takes a little bit of time because it's physical matter, right? And so it needs to revive itself. And so it can come back. And so we do not have any condition of saying that meditation made me lose memory. I think it's just making a poor connection of a past event to this. Yes. The scientifically speaking, it only can increase because the science is showing that, particularly from his brain capacities perspective, now science shows now, research shows, neuroscience research shows now, Sarah Ledger and then many other people, that shows that neural thickening is happening for long-term meditators over a period of time. The gray matter thickens, all areas of the brain is increasing, right?
Thank you, sir. One other question is from me that we all know the byproducts of meditation, but if we have to explain somebody why meditate, what would you say?
To live a great life.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Enjoy life. Enjoy life is for meditation. We are here to enjoy life, experience life, and learn and experience life both. And so meditation helps you to connect to the fundamental purpose of experiencing and enjoying life. That's all. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, sir. One last question. I mean, can we immediately go to bed after the meditation session is over?
Yes. Sit in bed and meditate and go down there. This is beautiful. It's beautiful for you because with a calm mind you go in, a meditative mind, then you are literally potentially extend your empty states deeper. That means a deep sleep with a lot of travel happening into the field of possibilities, tuning in. It's beautiful for you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So thank you all, dear friends. So we'll see you. Yes.
Just few announcements, friends. Thank you very much, sir, for a great session.
But announcements you have to do before the formal closure. Tomorrow,
Okay, we'll do that
stop.
then.
You have to stop me then. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. Is it okay to do now?
Please.
Okay, thank you. So friends, we will be sending you personal assessment, which is pre-meditation before you started the journey where you are. So there's few questions that we use for our research purpose. So we'll be sending you one now at in the middle of the program and also at the end of the program. So please take the time to finish that pre-assessment. It's about 2 to 3 minutes of your time with 8 to 10 questions. Next is we'll be sending you our Buddha CEO Breath Mindfulness Meditation PDF booklet. So please make use of that. And of course, we saw a lot of messages that people are still wanting to join. How do they know how to join the Renew group? How to know that what group you're in? And I think our tech hosts have been answering consistently. But in case if you still need help, we're going to announce our foundation number. So feel free to call for any queries that you may have. We'll be putting that in the chat as well. But our Quantum Foundation number is 919606957285 and 84. One more time, India number 919606957285 and 84. So feel free to call for anything you want to have questions or anything. Everybody's welcome to call and leave a message, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. So with that, thank you, sir, for a great session.
Thank you. Thank you all.
We see you all tomorrow at the same time.
Guess what happened last week? The Europeans signed a trade deal with India.
I will travel to India, but we are on the cusp of a historic trade agreement. Indeed, some call it the mother of all deals. One that would create a market of 2 billion people.
The Russian oil goes into India, the refined products come out, and the Europeans buy the